Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. In today's video, we're going to keep working with MLflow runs. And the first method that we're going to explore is MLflow.deleteRun. And as the name implies, this method can be used to delete a run, providing the ID of that run. So the first thing is, as always, to import the MLflow and set the tracking URI. Now here, I am creating a new run. Then I am taking the ID of that run and basically retrieving that particular run using this method MLflow.getRun and print the lifecycle stage, just to show what is the lifecycle stage after deleting the run. So here we can see that the lifecycle stage is now deleted. Now we have a similar method using the client, delete run, and we just had to provide the ID of the run that we want to delete. So here in this cell, first I create a client, then I am starting a new run, deleting the run using the client, as you can see here, client.deleteRun, and providing the run ID. And finally here, I am retrieving that particular run and getting the lifecycle stage just to showcase what is happening here. In fact, what I'm going to do is to print also the lifecycle stage here, just to notice the difference. So I'm going to print something like before deleting, for example, and here is like after, just to make, let's say, the difference clear. So before deleting the run, we have the stage is active, right? And after deleting the run is deleted, which makes sense. Now, the last function that we are going to explore is restore a run. Now, let's say that I made a mistake and I deleted a run that I didn't want to delete. Well, in that case, I can use this method, restore run, to restore this deleted run. In this case, I had to use the client, right? And for this example, I am using the client for both, creating the run and deleting the run. So here, I am creating a new run under the default experiment, as you can see here. Then I am printing the lifecycle stage of this run, which should be active. Then I am deleting the run, right, providing the ID of that run, and printing the lifecycle stage. And finally here, I am restoring the run using the method client.restoreRun and providing the run ID. Now here I am retrieving the run and printing the lifecycle stage. So let me run this cell. And here we have the first the first time when I created the run, this lifecycle stage is active. After deleting the run, the lifecycle stage is deleted. And then I was able to restore the run and update the stage to active. So this is how it works. Well, that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching it and see you next time.